TheorySabers.com.
A man, Boba Fett, Jango Fett. Temuera Morrison has broken some silence here regarding Boba Fett, and I am all for it.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
It's been over 3 years since the book of Boba Fett concluded with its controversial with its ass season. And despite star Temuera Morrison being one of the longest tenured stars in the universe, the character hasn't been since. Few would push back against the claim that Book of Boba Fett wasn't without its issues, but none of these are the fault of Morrison. You know, I really liked the first 2 episodes of Book of Boba Fett, but after that, I don't know what's going on, and Temuera Morrison has an issue with it as well. I'm sad too. We're the Book of Boba Fett Season 2. Where the hell is Season 2? I know they're doing Ahsoka Season 2. I'm going, where's my Season 2? He even pitched for Boba Fett to potentially appear in Ahsoka Season 2 by saying, I'm trying to ring them up. Can I be Rex and take his helmet off, please? That's the upside of being who all the clones are based on. He can play more than one character. Morrison also mentioned that he ran into Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau at Star Wars Celebration, and that they all shared a warm embrace. Dave and Jon, I actually ran into them at Celebration. You know what it's like when you see guys, they got a look on their faces, and there's so much going on. And I go, hey, remember, Boba Fett? We had a big hug, and at the end of the day, I said, look, I'm not sure what's going on with you guys, but anyway, I had a great time. Thank you so much. However, that wasn't the end of the conversation. Morrison teased that there might be more in store for Boba Fett in the future, even if he can't give away any specifics right now. And then they kind of said, well, they didn't want to say too much, put it that way. There was a few whispers of they didn't want to say too much, but they just left it at that. The Star Wars veteran also likened his current situation to a peach on the shelf at Grandma's house. Boba is currently sitting on the shelf in some preservative, which doesn't mean he's gone forever. Instead, it just means he'll be even tastier when they take him down off the shelf. Well, I mean, I hope so. They didn't leave a good taste in our mouth with the last Boba Fett show, so especially when they put Din Djarin in the last third of it. So it made me feel like, did you go to Grandma's house and she had that preservative jar of peaches up on the shelf? That's what I think. I'm one of those peaches, and I've been put up on the shelf. He shouldn't have been put on the shelf. I've been preserved for a later date, and I'm going to be tastier. So anyway, that's all that's happening. That's all I've heard. I know they're doing Ahsoka Season 2. Geez, I needed it to be in that Andor. What a show, Andor. The two closed out the interview by singing the praises of Andor and leading star Diego Luna. Andor recently wrapped up its second and final season just a few weeks ago as the highest rated Star Wars project ever. Morrison wrapped up by reassuring that he's going to hang out in my preservative jar and wait to be open. Oh, God. I remember when he was at a convention and he was like, who's this Mando guy came in and stole my show? And I've noticed this trend, man. It's like Disney has really taken a lot of the main characters and they've sidelined them and brought in their own characters and really bolstered them up. I find this pattern to be really annoying, and I don't think they're doing a very good job at it because, you know, look what they did with Rey. Everyone hates Rey now, most people, because of what they did, and everyone wants to say, it's because she's a girl. No, you idiots. It's because of what they did with Luke.
They're gonna get
Essentially, you sideline Luke, make him look like a bitch. Cut him out, cut out his force powers, cut out his screen time to give more to Rey. But Rey also ends up being a nothing burger, an absolute lame character. But it's because she's a girl. No, because it's a poorly written character. And because it sidelines our main character, our main hero of the whole entire story. Mando does the same thing with Boba Fett. Bo-Katan does the same thing to Mando. And it's this cycle that they keep doing. Fennec Shand does it to Boba Fett as well. And it's like, we don't want to see these side characters taking the limelight of the main people. And the only way to fix that is to give enough lines and character development and scenes to the main characters. And if we have that, by all means, we're just going to love the side characters even more. But these nincompoops don't know how to actually write something. They just want to interject their shit into it and make us forget about the guys that we grew up with and loved, just so that they can bolster their own crap and shove it full of agendas. And they want to say, if you don't like it, it's because you're racist and you don't like women. I've had enough of this shit. I'm really tired of it. Disney, wake up. Make some better stories, and I guarantee you we will love the side characters more than you could possibly imagine. If you just do it right.
Don't make me kill you.
And you give the send-off that we want for these characters. If you want to sideline all these dudes, fine, but do it properly. Anyways, I hope we do get a Boba Fett season 2, because season 1 was just not it. You know, that wasn't the Boba Fett that we wanted to see. That wasn't the Boba Fett that we knew. That wasn't the Boba Fett from Legends. Boba Fett had, what, like 5 minutes in the original trilogy? There was so much lore created from him that we all enjoyed. We all wanted to see more of, whether it be the comics, books, or the games. And we didn't get to see that, right? We got to see some weird perversion of that where he's just like this weak, doesn't know what's going on. It just wasn't the Boba Fett that we wanted, that we were hoping for. And that's why there's so much, pushback from that show, including from Temuera Morrison, because we want to see him shine, man. I want to see Temuera shine. I love Temuera. I think he's a good guy. Well, let me know what you think. Do you want a Book of Boba Fett season 2, or are you just done with it? You don't want this shit anymore. You don't care. They've ruined it. I personally want to see a season 2, but done right, with actual fans writing this and not sidelining the main characters. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you always.